Hey guys, welcome to the weekend recap of price action and what happened over the last couple days, and really actually how exciting the weekly candle is right now. We're kind of in the transitional area. If you want to kind of look at it that way with me, that's kind of what I am looking for. And we're kind of seeing a change currently in price action. Now let's see what we're going to do this week. This week is kind of we've already started to have the drawdown, and then we started to see the shift. We talked about that long candle, and now we're starting to look at it move. So we can go ahead and take a look at the price action right now and kind of break down like what to look at for this week ahead. Also, again, kind of look at the areas that we could see this price action go back to, but also areas that we need to watch out for it to have to get through. So let's jump into the weekly chart here and take a look at some of this, and then we'll kind of break down where we're at from this last weekend. So right now I'm sitting on the weekly charts. We did see the 200 coming up through here. We do have the 21 still coming down, so we're sitting in a neutral area if we kind of follow those rules, the 21 and the 200. So let's open this up a little more and take a look at the weekly candle. Now, we do have a fixed range volume profile sitting on the low and the high here. You can see we're sitting right now pretty much right at that point of control. And the point of control is right down around 69,000 roughly. We do know a hard area that we need to get up through is pretty much the volume area high. So what we want to do is see this candle. I really don't even care if it comes down this way and starts to go back up, but as long as we start to get back up and show strength and get this weekly candle closed this coming week that we're going into, right above this area would be great. But I do like how we came down here and did this big wick. The week before, that was a good run up. We came back up, then we opened, and we did come down and wick down in here again, but it didn't go down very far, right? And we already are coming back up. So if you were looking at a fixed range volume profile back here, let me go ahead and move this back. You can see how the area played out as well. You hit your low and you hit the high, and that point of control is literally right where we're at right now. So that isn't much different. So it did play out very nice from the last week, the week before, and then this week that we just closed, and now we're sitting in this new week. Everything looks pretty good. And obviously we're just into it for about an hour and a half or so we'll just kind of watch. But I do see these are strong areas for at least some pushback up. And it does show some areas that we could start to climb back out of here and start showing some strength up in this area. So if we go down into the daily right now, you can see also that same thing. A lot of people are saying, well, we could be in a flagging pattern. I don't really care for flags. I know I've talked about that before. Flags are just patterns that people are connecting lines on the chart. Now, if you look at support and resistance and you're building that off of that area, that is not a bad idea. And the reason why I say that is because this does show strength right in here on the daily. I was thinking this could have ran down and hit that 67,000. I could still do that and bounce and then push back up. Now, what I am watching is this key pressure that's coming down on it right through here. You have your 21 and your 30. This is your 21 simple moving average and a 30 exponential moving average. You can see how right when it starts to interact with that price. What I don't want to see is it do this right here, get above, and then start to show that's going to start to build and then have a breakdown. Because once it's broke back down, then we went right back up into the cycle. We never actually got the 30 to cross through the 50 exponential moving average and show any strength back up. Really, for me to be real happy with the daily is get really above this area, which right now it's right at the 100,000 area. And do I just expect this to go right up there and just keep going? No. So it's going to be a rebuild, and it's going to take a little while to rebuild. We've been through this already multi-times. So the first hurdle is to get above this area. Then it could even build sideways up through here. So the hard lines in the sand that we're watching is at 71,000 roughly. Then you're looking around that 80 2 to 84, right in that range, and that puts us right now pretty much right above this key area. And then this all could start to build support. This could continue to start to trend down. Right around that 95,000 level is the next hard line in the sand, so we can get above that area. And this is all looking at the daily. Then we're kind of getting up to where we can start getting pretty excited for some bigger movement. But that's all we're watching on the daily. So let's just start where we need to and get right above this 71,000 and start getting some strength there. You're going down into the 4 hour. It said it should have sold off today. You can see we had a little bit more pressure here on the Thursday. We ran down, and then on the Sunday we ran down a little bit more, and then we had the really reversal. So yeah, the 4 hour, we are playing with its 21 really right now, which is a good sign because we're getting neutral on the 4 hour. Let's see if we can start getting this pressure here. We did start to claim it back here, and then on last weekend, and then it fell down, and then we claimed it again this weekend, which is a good start. The 1 hour right now, we're playing right in this key area, which is good if we could sit right in this area. Before, when we claimed it, they still had this downwards pressure on the 200. Since then, the 200 is now flattened out over the last week, and now we're looking pretty solid. So we're talking about the point of control here from the weekly. This week candle close we just came out of. It's sitting right here where the 1 hour 200 is. Will not be surprised if we start to reclaim this area and right through here start showing some reversal. Price action gets back up in this area, and then yeah, like I said, just starts clearing this, and then we could run up and run into this area right here. But again, that's just the hour, and then we move on into our current price action that we always watch is the 15-minute. In the end of the day, the reason why I kind of talk about all that stuff, it's just kind of good because you always want to know the direction. Which way is the direction of the weekly bias? And then, of course, when it starts to find the bottom, it's going to change the direction, but it may go into like a neutral state, and then it goes bullish, and then it starts everything you do. You're looking for the wind in your sails in the direction it wants to go. So we've been in a macro drop that could have turned into the micro could have turned into the macro. Right now, we're still playing in that space, and we need to get back up this area. It is showing good strength here to give us that push back up to keep the macro bullish run and just keep this in a micro bear pullback is really what we're looking for, and then have it run up from there. So that's what we're looking at with the current price action. Now let's go ahead and look at the week. Here was when that Sunday candle closed, and then we came in right through this Sunday here, and you can see we fell back down, and we still made a higher high for the week. So we had the lower low here, and then the higher low. Then we ran up, and you can, if you're looking at the week, this is kind of what the weekly is kind of showing here on the 15-minute. And like I said, I don't really like to spend a lot of time with patterns, but the reason why I'm pointing this out is because it's a bigger time frame. Bigger time frames are a lot more predictable when you're drawing this kind of stuff out. But you do have these kind of behavior of a pattern here, and if you're looking for direction on this coming week, here in the larger or the lower time frame of the 15-minute, this thing could snap up to around that 80,000 level, which would be a great area for it to snap up to. This is definitely sitting in that space right now for us to be able to do that. So we are watching for that. Obviously, you do have area. It could run up Monday and then come back down and set up, and then Tuesday could be the break, and then there we go, and start to play up. It could break out and come back and test. You know, it's just standard price action. We're not going to get too involved. We're going to analyze every day and use our key levels of support and resistance like we build, and take advantage of it. So I do see us in a transitional period, though. We've been in that for the last 2 weeks. So if we jump out into the last thing that I'll watch is the danger zone. And the reason why I'm watching the danger zone, this is our indicator that we have built to analyze the bigger runs. And this is more of an investment chart, but this is a strong area that we really need to watch is right around that 71,000. That's why I keep talking about it. And the reason why I say this is the danger zone, because typically after a big macro run up, if you take the macro top and bottom and find that 0.5 level, if we lose that 0.5 level, a lot of times that's what puts you into the crypto winter. So that crypto winter is what I'm watching out for, and that's why I'm pointing this out here. And why I keep talking about it now, if you're looking at the last pullback that we saw here on the daily, and then we fell again, it hit the halfway target, so that's definitely has played out. And it did throw the brakes on pretty fast and come back up and test this area on this last drop. So this could be building back up in this area. And we're not asking for the price action to do a whole lot of work here. It could easily run up in this area and show some strength. Obviously, this is good. The danger would flip back to the crypto summer, and we really start to see this start to rebuild, get back up in this area, and then, like we were talking about, start running up to the bigger areas again. So I'll go ahead and let you guys go. Like and subscribe, and ask any questions, comments, what you see going on. I definitely see this in a rotation place for myself. I'm just some guy talking on the internet, though. I don't really know anything more than anybody else, so I'm not telling you what's going to happen, but what I see us in based on the TA and looking at the macro run with the micro pullback, if price action is sitting right in the, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it. If I'm not, then I'm going to let it go. Area, I did give you all the volume area low for the last week, the point of control for the last week, and the volume area high for the last week. You can kind of see how price action is going to play in that area. Use your lower time frames to really analyze when you're looking at your day's setup. Keep that in the back of your mind when you're looking at taking trades, so you don't hold trades or whatever when you shouldn't be, and take targets and pay yourself for sure. So all right, guys, I will leave you to it, and we'll see you guys on this week's recaps, and we'll take a look at price action as it plays out. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.